Chris, what is our fourth main topic today?
This is from the Geek's Cantina. That's a cute name. Well, Top Gun Maverick just keeps on flying. The movie is now officially Tom Cruise's first $900 million film and will most likely end up passing Doctor Strange for the #1 movie of the year in just another week or two. The theater I saw it at again last night was still like 80% full. When I saw Lightyear, there was a decent crowd with only about 65% full. Just how big do you think this movie can get? And is it joining the $1 billion club? Now inevitable?
Okay, so it feels like every day now there's a new landmark being passed by Top Gun Maverick. A movie that, Aaron and I have been telling you for a year and a half after just watching the first 18 minutes of it a year and a half ago at CinemaCon going, guys, get ready. Because I was a naysayer for a couple of years on that movie until they showed us that first 18 minutes a year and a half ago. And I'm like, nope, get ready, everybody. This movie is going to be really, really fun and really, really great. And we live in an era now where we're always hearing that no movies can be really successful unless they're comic book movies. That's it. Only comic book movies or maybe some Star Wars movies. That's it. Nothing else can. And then they went and got this 36-year-old IP. Came way too late. That I said, I thought for a long time this movie came way too late. And boom, it has now crossed in just 25 days the $900 million mark. And you're absolutely right. First time in Tom Cruise's long and historied career that that's ever happened. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This comes to us from the folks over at Variety who wrote the following. Paramount's blockbuster Top Gun Maverick is still flying at sky-high altitudes, surpassing $900 million at the global box office, with a $901.8 million in the bank. The sequel to Tom Cruise's 1986 action flick Top Gun stands as the year's second highest grossing movie worldwide, just behind Disney's Marvel's adventure Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which has $943 million. At this rate, Maverick is poised to overtake the crown in the coming weeks. Even without playing in China or Russia, the $1 billion mark looks to be within reach. That would be notable because only one other Hollywood movie, Sony's Spider-Man No Way Home, has crushed that particular benchmark in COVID times. And again, that comes to us from the folks at Variety. So as of right now, by the way, Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, very quietly gone on to accumulate $943 million at the box office, which is just incredible. Now we've got Top Gun only about $40 million behind it. It shows no signs of slowing down. I think it will catch and pass Doctor Strange to be the #1 box office film of the year, at least for now. And then I think $1 billion is probably, before I would say, it's going to be a big hit, but it's not going to be $1 billion. It's going to be a big hit, but it won't be $1 billion. I'm not going to say $1 billion is inevitable at this point. It's going into its 5th week and it still needs $100 million. So I'm not going to say it's inevitable, but I would now bet on it. I would bet on it crossing that $1 billion mark. It'll definitely cross Doctor Strange to be the #1 thing. So anyway, Chris, look, we've talked a lot about why is this movie so successful? Because it's just week after week after week. It's just incredible stuff. Why does it have the legs that it has? Why does it just continue to be in the top 3 at the box office and just continue to hold those numbers? What do you see in that?
I'm honestly not the person for that question, right? Because this for me, I was like, it's a movie. I saw it and it was good. I didn't have the emotional experience that you guys had, where there were certainly moments where I was like, oh, that's a beautiful shot. This is so well acted. Oh, this scene right here has got me, weeping and tearing up and everything. But I think for so many people, there's so many things that are relatable in this story, right? Of whether or not you came from a military family, like Aaron does, or if you saw this film and it really was impactful for you in your youth, or if it's something that, you and your parents get to go see together. I think people keep coming back to this film and seeing it over and over again because it is that old summer blockbuster that we used to have, that you'd go see a movie that was fun and great, and you left the theater with something good to talk about. That used to be something like a Jurassic, right? Whereas now you go, yeah, some dinosaurs ate some people, but I don't know if I had that much fun. I don't know if the stupid outweighed the fun there. And I think in Top Gun here, you have a really great story where the good guys win. And you walk away with some good, feel-good American feelings. And I think maybe that's why people are enjoying it so much. I don't know.
Aaron, we know you love the film. You've expressed why you've loved it, but seriously, these kinds of legs, this week after week success, what do you attribute that to?
I mean, I have said from the beginning, you guys thought I was crazy, but I was like, this is going to do better than Multiverse of Madness. I called it, and I believe it is still going to happen. I see no problems with this hitting the $1 billion mark. And I think that for all the reasons why Chris named already, there's the nostalgia factor for so many people that are, Gen Xers like myself and above. The military, obviously, anyone who has any connection whatsoever to the military is going to really love this. What you talked about as well, been there, done that. We've seen dinosaurs eat people. What else is new? And, the comic book movies, it doesn't have that. The thing that this has that a lot of other tentpole movies don't have is reality. That there's nothing that happens in Top Gun Maverick that doesn't actually happen. There's no crazy, creatures that are CGI that are coming out and eating people. All of that, the dog fighting that happens when the planes are in the air, that actually happens. That's real life. Real life pilots do those things in real life. And so many of these, I'm not going to say, because I don't know for a fact that every single one of these airplane shots was practical and that there was no CGI, or I don't know that. That may be the case because, as we know, Tom Cruise is such a big fan of doing everything in its entirety and for real. But, what's happening in Top Gun is not a CGI Hollywood miracle. It's actually stuff that happens in real life. And I think that's something that's been a nice breath of fresh air for people, is while we can appreciate the imagination and the creativity of the world of fantasy and the world of comic books, and that's fantastic, and we love that. It's also really nice to go, oh, wow, that's some really crazy, awesome, powerful, mind-blowing stuff. That's also stuff that happens in real life. And I think that there's something about that that's capturing the imagination. And at the end of the day, it's a palatable, good, fun movie that you can bring your kids to, and you're not going to have to shield their eyes. I just think that this is a movie that a lot of people can go to and enjoy themselves and go, you know what? I want to watch that again, and I want to tell more people about it.
There's also and I don't mean this as a negative, but there is a very comfortable simplicity to the movie, right? This is not going to win any Academy Awards for Best Screenplay or anything like that, right? It is a very comfortable, easy to just slide into the theater, sit down, and just watch. Almost turn off your brain a little bit and just watch, with some great emotional moments. Like, again, the Val Kilmer stuff was just absolutely killer. But it was the cameras in the cockpit. That stuff, they just found a way to make the flying stuff, even just the training scenes, so engaging and watchable. Ray,
I know someone is going to watch this show and can help me right now. When Jurassic World Dominion Steam runs out, and there's like maybe some downtime in between releases, can you please put Top Gun back in 4DX for at least one day so I can see it one more
Ray
time?
Ray really wants to go see that in 4DX.
Please.
Like a lot.
It's not showing in 4DX in our area anywhere, and I'm searching 50 miles away from us, 100 miles away from us. So just one day, you'll at least sell one ticket.
I've never been to a 4DX theater, but that is a movie I would go to a 4DX to check it out.
Can I just admit something here? I don't actually know what that is.
I think a lot of people don't know what it is.
It's when you're in the seats that move.
Imagine that, Aaron. I've
been in those things at a theme park, and there's a something breathing on your neck.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I did it for Sonic, and it was great. Just got to go fast.
That sounds fun. I would love that for Top Gun. Yeah.
I actually just booked my ticket to see it for the first time this Friday while we were talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Still in the AMC Prime, so I'm like, you know what? It's still in a good theater. On Friday at evening, I'm going to go see it.
I'm so excited.
Gone with
Everyone's going to think
It's in
you're
Burbank.
cosplaying.
Everybody's going to think Jonathan is
You have to
cosplaying.
wear a bomber jacket.
Hang on. All right.
Okay, Rooster.
I have a flight suit that I will let you borrow.
There it
It's part
is.
of
So-
yes.
I'm feeling the need.
Yes.
Yes, put a background
Oh,
on
man.
you too.
All right, guys, question is
Looks
for
like a
you.
porn star.
Why do you think Top Gun just continues to roll the way it doesn't have the legs that it does? Do you see it crossing the $1 billion mark? I think it will. It's not a lock. It still has $100 million to go going into its 5th weekend, but still, it's totally within range here. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to thank the sponsor of today's video, MeUndies. Guys, it is summertime, which means you got a lot of great fun plans, but make sure part of those plans is wearing MeUndies. Because MeUndies wants to make this summer the most comfortable one that you'll never forget, because when you're living your best life in the summer, the last thing you want to worry about is butt sweat and junk swamp. Listen, when you're feeling comfy and feeling good, you're more present to enjoy all your summer plans. It's like science or something. MeUndies has the lightest and most breathable fabrics to keep you cool and comfortable wherever you go. From undies, bralettes and socks, loungewear and swimwear, you can find something for all of your plans. MeUndies also releases new prints all the time, like their limited edition Pride collection. You can match with your partner, friends, or even your dog. Find your ultimate summer comfort in sizes extra small to 4XL. You guys know I have been wearing MeUndies for a couple of months now, and I will never go back to regular underwear. And right now, MeUndies has a great offer for all the viewers and listeners of the John Campea Show. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off. For a limited time, if you sign up for their free-to-join MeUndies membership, you get 25% off your first membership item. So to get 15% off your first order or 25% off your first membership item and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/Campea. That's MeUndies.com/Campea.